And as this room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on, baby. Happy Saturday to you all. Cowboys have had no contract talks with Mike McCarthy. Stalling. They stalling, baby. They stalling. Or is this that fabricated news? There's a pattern that I'm seeing. Yup. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on with it. To the windows, to the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2. Baloney.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Come on with it.
Like this mother.
All right, man. Enough of all of that. I hope you guys are enjoying your beautiful Saturday. I know it's football somewhere around here going on, but it's one of those things that we look at this conversation that rules the nation and say, all right, where do we go from here? You know, the stalling. The stalling, hey, turn me down and turn you up. But, you know, the stalling factor of it is a crazy one. All right, and hold on. There we go. The stalling factor is a crazy one because there's a pattern. There's a pattern with these reports with Ian Rappaport. You know, he would say one thing and then he would mean the other. And he's been off a little bit. I talked to Attack on the Cowboys, you know, formerly known as Dak Attack, and he literally hit me up with this one because I posted this earlier, and it states this right here: Mike McCarthy contract talk stalled, right? This could either be good news, bad news, or just depends on how you feel about Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy. And then Attack on the Cowboys got me wondering. He puts out, I'll say this, I don't think that they will be discussing this right now anyways, right? Where contract talks even starts, right? So wow, I'm starting to Birdman rub my hands on all of this because when you click on this and it hit me because this is a pattern. Who's old enough to remember the Dak Prescott contracts have no talks, you know, and you click on an article and these sorts of things, and it's the same person or it from the same network. The Dallas Cowboys have had no talks about contract extensions, you know. So it hit me altogether that when it's the opposite of anything, so if they are stalling, if they're not talking, that means that they are talking. If they are talking, that means that they're not talking. You know, that's just what it is. So whenever y'all hear or see these type of conversation, the rules of the nation is always the opposite, man. Look at Ian.
Talked about this on the morning show today.
Old school stuff
on Micah Parsons
his future, what does it mean? So first of all, I talked to Stephen Jones, the Cowboys COO, about the business side of things and how they think maybe the reality of giving so many top 5 contracts has hurt them, especially with a lot of those guys not on the field. What about Micah Parsons? So here's what I've learned about that. Stephen Jones told me, obviously they're committed to CD and Dak all in. With Micah, you'd have to consider things. He said, now, he can't imagine Micah in another jersey. You don't do well in this league by trading guys like that. But it wasn't a no. Now, Micah talked to reporters after the game after another just utterly dominating performance. Said he understands it's the business side. He has said very clear he wants to finish his career in Dallas. But he understands anything's possible. It really took the high road and I think handled it well. But it certainly does open the door to conversations about, what if the Cowboys end up doing it?
So with that being said, that was 2 weeks ago, right? And we know the storyline that Micah Parsons eventually said, "Hey man, I'll play for dog water." And just right, Big Sarge. He says, "Law, this is business as usual," right? Yeah, man. I'm sitting here, man. Just to be fair with y'all, man, ain't nothing else to talk about. Ain't nothing else to talk about. So I'm sitting here chilling. And this news come around. I say, hey, man, if NFL Network gonna make some coins off of it, man, let me get some of that. Ain't this right, Ice Cold? Ain't this right, TC on the drums? As the star turns, as my guy Nix would say. So as the world would turn, this is a soap opera franchise. They love to talk about these type of things, and my thing is, if we knew how to really run an organization, right? They would just stand firm on what they believe in, right? We don't have to do all of this rigmarole. We just had to stand 10 toes on what we believe in. And, the problem is with the Cowboys, they stretch everything out to be a storyline. Every little thing, man. A man goes to the store in Frisco and spit out gum. It's going to be on the storyline. That gum is historical now, piece of data now that can help the Cowboys win multiple Super Bowls. That's just how it is. I mean, come on. Jerry Jones can put an end to this just by endorsing Mike McCarthy and said, I like him, I want him, he's going to be extended for 3 to 4 years. But no, they continue to stretch and pull out a storyline for your mind. And it could be just like this. For real, true story. It could literally be just like this to steal some headline. Thief. This is what they gonna do. Oh, snap. Breaking news the week of the Super Bowl. The Cowboys are now extending Mike McCarthy, right? Just to steal some of those headlines for your mind from the Super Bowl. It could literally be that. TC on the drum says we just chilling too, bro. Yeah, boy, this is really therapy for real. And I appreciate y'all so much, man. So, yeah. So let's get this going. So NFL insider Mike McCarthy, Cowboys haven't had no substantive contract talk at all, right? So we stroll down, we hear all of this. Shout out to T-Mobile, man. I call them Terrible Mobile, but if y'all want to send me something, send me something. But according to NFL Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport, there have been no talks between the two sides regarding the extension. Come on, Jerry saying, hey, it's a little slow right now. Y'all done sucked up all of the news with CD Lamb not playing, so let's just go ahead and talk about this, That's just how it goes, right? So when we goes to this situation, let's listen.
From the drought that the Cowboys are in, if you are willing to not hold the sins of the past against Mike McCarthy, something he was nothing to do with, something he had no part in, then I think that you would objectively say that what he's done has been impressive. And then when we add the context of how the Cowboys did absolutely nothing to help him over the course of last offseason, not only did they do nothing by way of free agency, that has been a pattern of behavior that they've exhibited for a very, very, very long time now. One that, if we're being fair and calling a spade, Jason Garrett suffered from as well. This organization, this front office, has set up coaches to fail time and time and time again.
Man, my guy RJ spitting the truth. what other organization would set up their own coach to fail, right? This is the stuff that we live with, man. Oh, my Lord, we just live with this, man. Granted, Jason Garrett ain't nobody to fight over. But in the words of Toxic Tom, I see him in the chat, Fat Garrett either, right? It's just like, come on, man. And no offense to him, I'm not body shaming anybody, by the way. Law loves them all, right? Big, small, and big. But law don't discriminate over here, not body shaming anybody, by the way. Just had to put that out there, PR message. But I'm going to say this, though. With the Dallas Cowboys and all of this splendor of them putting traps in front of their own coaches, man, to set up. Don't y'all know that when you are in the contract, the final years of your contract, it is so difficult to win out of that because you're pacing the floor, you're worried, you're extremely concerned on what's going to happen to your future revenue. People literally are pulling hairs out of their head because they don't know whether or not the kid's going to continue to go to this school, right? And their staff are going back and forth saying, hey, are you going to get this job? Are you going to keep the job? Where I'm going to be at for next season, so those are things that really, really hurt this particular organization and franchise. Some of these coaches, they're side pieces and they're squeezes. They're going to have to tell them, look, I can't be there no more because of the simple fact I don't know whether or not we're going to be here in Dallas for the next foreseeable future. I may be in Pelican Bay somewhere if we don't win these games. And that is a difficult spot to be in.
Consider that they let Jason Garrett ride out 2 different contracts with them, and they're letting Mike McCarthy ride out another. That's not the way that stable front offices generally tend to operate. It's exemplified by how the Miami Dolphins gave Mike McDaniel the contract extension following his first 2 years that resulted in playoff appearances. So as we get back to the Mike McCarthy of it all, again, I understand this season has gone south. I'm not here to defend the totality of the 2024 Dallas Cowboys season because you've seen from me here in the Bleacher Report app and everything that I do, everything I write and have on the internet, that I have not been a fan of the way the Dallas Cowboys have conducted business this year. But if we assess, again, the whole of what Mike McCarthy has done over his tenure, if we assess, again, that he has brought some level of stability and I would say even respectability to the football operations of who this team is, and if we apply the context of, well, he's not really getting any help from the most important people relative to his job in terms of the front office, I think it's really impressive. I'm not saying we throw the guy a parade or anything like that, but I can't imagine how you think it is in the best interest of this team to move on, especially because as we get to the next part of this discussion, and this is all likely why Diana Rossini and everybody else is hearing that Mike McCarthy is likely going to be safe. Who is out there? Who is the person? Who is the candidate, the coach, the coordinator, the whatever you want to call it, that you're going to move this mountain for, that you are going to change everything about and assess, what?
That is the hardest question. The who. The who is out there to really replace Mike McCarthy. That's the hardest question. Oh, my gosh, man. Because when you look at the resume, you're going to say to yourself, he won a Super Bowl. Even though that was in football life eons ago, because at the end of the day, it's what have you done for me lately? In 2010, that's a long time ago, man. Shoot, that's eons ago, right? So, yeah, the phone lines are open. Max, appreciate you for jumping in. So go grab your spot in line. But I would say this, though. Jerry Jones created this culture of us now fighting amongst ourselves about who would be a better replacement because they got to tiptoe and toe the line of Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, right? They're going to have to adhere to what they say. And then, a lot of people conform or pretty much bend to their bosses anyway, right? But at this point, it'll be open and publicly, right? So they're going to have to bring in as what we call a little cachet to the table, and it's going to be extremely hard because they're going to walk around. The first thing the Jones is going to do, because they're narcissists, right? They're going to look at it and they're going to slam the table. They're going to bang the table and say, hey, we got 3 Super Bowl rings as the owner. What do you bring to the table? And Jerry Jones gonna walk around just like this and say, I got a gold jacket, a helicopter, and a yacht. What do you bring to the table? I'm in the Hall of Fame over here, man. The fame is extremely hard to dance around with the egos of the Joneses. On top of that, getting paid dog food money, right? Hey, so you can get paid $8 million, maybe $10 million to coach at Chicagoland, or you can get paid $4 to maybe $5 million to coach here in Dallas. That's a crazy situation. Law, I respect your consistency and your true analysis. Keep us abreast on what happening with the Cowboys. Best Cowboys content creator, hands down. Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. But, I think that we are all great in our unique ways, bro. I'm telling you, man, Cowboys content creators, man, we got one guy break down film. We got another guy to do some conspiracy talk. We got one guy that's going to jump around and make a lot of noise. We got so many. We got another guy with a damn voodoo doll. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, Mark Holmes, him and Joe Boo and them. So we got a lot of good content creators. Excuse me. We got a lot of great content creators out here, baby. I'm just part of the gears that make this thing move. And I appreciate y'all, though. And I thank everybody, man, for y'all support. Just as much as I can remain this way, I hope that it can stay this way, baby. So let's listen to what Ian had to say about this upcoming game.
Last week, and look, it was not a perfect performance, but there certainly were enough ups where the Eagles could say, all right, this is a guy who's going to put us in position. When, in fact, he did put them in position to win, delivering the ball on the money with the game on the line, ended up being dropped. But still, Kenny Pickett has been there for this Eagles team. And, when you look big picture with him, I would say, first of all, in the immediate, he could deliver a win for the Eagles, put them where they want to be in the playoffs, and then give way to Jalen Hurts when it all counts. But for him personally, this is a great way for Kenny Pickett to reestablish his reputation and his resume as a potential starter for the 2025 season. He, of course, has been a starter, obviously started countless games with the Steelers. Then
them damn Eagles, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, if you leaning on Kenny Pickett to win you a game, and granted, I know a lot of people gonna talk about, well, Rush is winning, but this gonna be a game. Even though we put the clamps on CeeDee Lamb, Zim ain't gonna fold like a wallet nor a lawn chair. Zim gonna continue to do Zim type of things. So it's about to be this right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Y'all bear with me. It's going to be a situation where it's still going to be a tight game. Unless Saquon Barkley run for 300 yards, which I doubt it, because I don't think and I don't foresee Zim just allowing that to happen now, unless we go revert back to the start of what we looked like last year. I mean the earlier parts of this year. I just don't foresee this happening, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't, and I get it. A lot of people think that this team is going to do the same thing, but no, I just don't see it happening. And if it does, it does. But it's one of those things where it's not happening. Kenny Pickett is Kenny Pickett, and you would just look at this game, the Cowboys versus the Eagles, these last two games. I have a really, really funny feeling that the Cowboys are going to win these last two, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. South Park Kenny, he going to get killed. Yeah. And just for other laughters, man, you know, like I said, my brother is a die-hard Eagle fan, and here he is right here. Let me give him a little plug.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, Eagles, fly. Squat in the Cowboys' eye. Rip they hard outs, watch them die. Oh, fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah.
Y'all know he don't believe that. It's Cowboys Nation all day, even twice on Sunday.
And remember, you're going to lose to the best.
You're listening to nothing but the best.
Yeah, that's my brother right there, man. You know, I'm telling y'all, man, I got a brother that's an Eagle fan, man. We talk all the time. You know, he need to get on his content creation page, man, and talk and let people know how he feel. But y'all already know he don't believe that. You know, come on with it. Yes, indeed. But neither here nor there. I see some people, man, that's waiting on the phone line. But before, you know, we go into the phones and things like that, I got to bring up this right here of what one of the guys said that we normally don't listen to, but I think he has some valid points. So let's listen to him right quick. Hold on with it.
Is absolutely right. It's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic when you're applauding, because how you perform under duress matters more than how you perform when there's nothing at stake.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is what the Dallas Cowboys have done. Now, 2 of their last 4 victories in those 5 over that 5-game period have come against the Commanders, obviously so, and against Tampa the other night. I got that. Respectable wins. We get all of that part. The other 2 is against the Giants and Carolina. But my whole thing about the Dallas Cowboys is, once again, they missed the moment. See, it's one thing to call for a coach to be fired. I don't think anybody should look at Mike McCarthy and say the man can't coach, he should be fired.
Yeah.
But there would have been nothing wrong with saying, we respect you, Mike. That's a 6-time Super Bowl champion as a head coach over there.
Yeah.
And that is a resolution for our problems to some degree with the talent that we have in here to such a degree. Not to say that the Dallas Cowboys have Super Bowl championship talent, because clearly they don't. But certainly you got cats that could be worked with an elite coach. So you go out and you get Bill Belichick. They didn't do that.
Yep.
And it's because you didn't do that. Okay, so you're with Mike McCarthy now. This is what you have. And you have the bevy of injuries to lean on to say, yo, Shannon, there's a whole bunch of dudes that got hurt that weren't available. Mm-hmm. So we really didn't get an opportunity to see what we could really do if we had all of our horses. So let's run it back. I would say hell no to that if there was a Bill Belichick out there. The problem is he's gone. He's in Carolina now, college. Right. Yeah. Okay, at least for a year. At least for a year. It's a buyout after 1 year. It's a buyout after 1 year. $1 million buyout. A $1 million buyout after 1 year, Jeff Saturday. I mean, you know his ass is going to be going in a year. Just stop that right now. And his son is already His son is already the defensive coordinator in Tar Heel country. I see what the hell. A blind person can see what the hell's going on in Carolina. But
that's what we are.
It is what it is. And I can't.
Can we use, hear ye, can we use the injury thing as an excuse thing? And like I said before, if you're team Mike McCarthy, put MM in the chat. If you're not team Mike McCarthy, put no MM in the chat. We're just doing our daily polls over here. Can you use injuries as a reason why you extend Mike McCarthy and live upon the fact that we were 12-5 previously? Can we use that? And if you do believe that injuries played the role of this season being the way it is, can you look right in the mirror and say to yourself, all right, cool. Let's give him a 3-year contract. Let's give him a 4-year contract. and extend them. Because I come here to tell y'all beautiful people, the ones that's beautiful here right now watching, right? You know, that if you give him a 1 year's contract, that's more the same. That's more the same. So you can't use that. Dallas need a GM. All right, yeah. And an owner. Yeah.
I can't say that they're wrong for standing pat because of all the injuries. If all of those dudes were healthy, that would be different. But with all the injuries, I can see where they're going. It ain't going to help them, but I can see where.
When all of them was healthy, they was getting their eyes beat out. Did you see what New Orleans did to them? Did you see what the Ravens did to them? Did you see what Philly did to them? They had all of their guys, and they got their eyes beat out.
Yeah.
Listen, the problem that you have with the Cowboys, and I'm not so sure it's the coach, because the coach only has the coaching title. He doesn't have any of the responsibilities. He doesn't have any say on the final 53. He doesn't have any say in free agency. He doesn't have any say in the draft. It's almost like a general manager of a restaurant. He hires a James Beard or a Michelin 5-star chef, and then he tells said guy what to prepare and how to prepare it. That is Jerry Jones. He's the general manager. The ingredients that he needs to cook with. That is the problem.
You just
boy, you know, torn between the two. Damn, Shay Sharp had some great points there. The problem do arise from the top, you know, as above, so below, you know. Even though he's not on point with all of his deliveries there, but you got to call a spade at this point. You got to. Big Simple 422 says injury is an excuse. Washington have been dealing with it too. Hey man, you go sit in the corner over there now, Big. Big, go sit in the doggone corner now. Because what y'all played, third place schedule, and at the same time, at the same situation. Granted, your record is better, but let's see what next year looks like too. You know, but so go sit in the corner over there, man. You know, yeah, go sit in the corner, Big. You know, because a riddle injury team of the Cowboys. We beat the Washington. You know, come on with it. Yes, indeed. But I appreciate you for jumping in over here, bro. It's good to see you. Good to see you. But before we go any further, man, if you are new here, and we like new folks here, just understand to know that we are the underdogs. And when you download Underdog, be sure to use promo code LAW. Get up to $1,000. That's that Thou Wow and bonus cash with Underdogs. They just don't have only football. They have hockey, soccer. They have NBA and stuff like that. NHL, tennis, FIFA, that is. And they have esports too, so check out Underdog. Be sure to use promo code LAW, and they will match up to $100 on your first deposit. Let's get it. Let's go. Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. Hey, you know, Herb is having a good season this year, even with pedestrian numbers. I like the way the coaches are coaching him up and not making him do some crazy stuff. It's about the third quarter now, and Herb is doing his job, man, just keeping everything in front of him. Shout out to the Chargers, man. I kind of like a coach like Harbaugh. I think we missed the gravy train. I think that we missed the gravy train. I know a lot of people said Pete Carroll, but he's long in the tooth. He's just about the same age as Jerry, right? You know, Stephen Jones still probably look older than Pete Carroll, but neither here nor there. I just don't think that the Cowboys will go get a Pete Carroll nor a Harbaugh. But man, we missed out on Harbaugh. I think that Harbaugh, the way this team is built, would have been able to really get us over the hump. From a philosophy, a principle of what we want to see out of Dak Prescott and his offense. Yes, indeed. So with that being said, it's fourth quarter now. Yeah, they even have fourth quarter specials here on the Underdog. So be sure to click Underdogs. The information is in the description box, and then you can go quarter for quarter on whether or not they do highs or lows on these sorts of things. So appreciate everybody, man, for jumping in. But with that being said, come on with it.
Spartan, what is your profession?
Call my phone, hit my line.
Come on with it, baby. I'm going to be consistent with it, baby. Hit my line. Hit me on the hotline, 657-390-7391. Come on, baby. The first caller, shot caller, baller, from the 214. There he is, yeah, live on the nation, man.
How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Boy, you gonna be ready for this year? I mean, for next year?
1,000%.
Let me throw out some names. Let me throw out some names, man. You know what I'm saying? That your boy we gonna have, and I ain't gonna say, you know, cause this is still secretive. But since we all family, man, I can share with all of you all.
Okay.
Let me just throw out some names, and you already know what I'm gonna say with this. Kenneth Grant, Alfred Collins, Barry Sorrell, Shamir Turner, Michael Williams, Ashton Gillette, LSU kid Shylon Jones, I think I'm saying this man's name right, Ahmad Hassan, Nick Scorton, and Colin Oliver. That's all he gonna be working with this year, bro. Do any of those names ring a bell?
Got you. From Texas, yeah.
Yeah. Byron Sorrell. Yeah.
That's about the only one that kind of rings a bell to me.
Okay, but we got access, bro. So I can't wait, man. We know we're gonna be telling some good stuff, bro.
What date? You know what day?
I'm gonna hit you up with the date. We're gonna have a whole bunch of good stuff out there, bro. It's gonna be really nice, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the bet.
Yes, indeed.
I do want to say that even though Pete Carroll is about as old as Jerry, like he said, the one thing he gonna do, he gonna run that damn ball.
He gonna run the hell out of that ball, and he knows Schottenheimer too. So yeah.
I forgot about that. He damn sure do.
He damn sure do. Yeah. That would be a match made in the heavens and stuff like that, because he's gonna bring in some energy, some as Isaiah Stanback said, because he played up under Pete Carroll. He feels as if though he still got a little left in the tank. He would bring on the same kind of caliber of energy that Dan Quinn brings or brought, far as the energy aspect on how he talk to players.
Listen, I'm taking him over the current staff. I'm gonna just say it like that. I'm definitely taking Pete Carroll over the current staff, and the only reason why Russell Wilson got the moniker of "Let Russ Cook" is because all Pete Carroll was having Russ do, turn around, hand the ball off, turn around, hand the ball off, turn around, hand the ball off. That's the reason why he got the whole nickname of "Let Russ Cook." That's because he was so talented that they felt like Pete Carroll wasn't letting him cook. But I just want to take the time out to give a little commercial for the boy Mike McCarthy, man. Hey, all the teams out there, man. Hey, you got for the next upcoming season. Hey, you're going to get a hell of a coach out of Mike McCarthy. Hey, if you got a throwing quarterback, Mike McCarthy is the guy for you. Mike McCarthy, he's going to have your quarterback throwing hella passes. He's going to bring in a hellified coaching staff. When you get Mike McCarthy, you're getting the likes of Scott McCurley. You're getting the likes of Mike Nolan. You're getting Jeff Blasco's. You're getting Matt Flynn's. I'm talking about top of the line, grade A talent, baby. I'm talking about you. Listen, if you missed out on your boy Mike McCarthy, man, I'm telling you, hey, your team ain't gonna be the same. If you missed out on Mike McCarthy, you're gonna miss out on a great opportunity. I'm trying to tell you, man, Mike, man, let me tell you something. When Mike put his hand, hey, the Cowboys, they went 12-5 for 3 seasons straight. Did you see what he did with the Cowboys? Oh, watch what happened when he get his hands on your team. And let me tell you about Mike McCarthy. Man, Mike McCarthy is a hard worker. Man, he's gonna burn the midnight oil. You've never seen a harder.
I don't know about burning the midnight oil
in your life. I'm talking about.
I see what you're doing, Darius. You're doing some reverse psychology here. I see you. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
He gonna have them ready. He gonna have them discipline. He gonna have situational awareness. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And listen, this is my last thing I'm gonna say about Mike McCarthy. Listen, man. Mike McCarthy, they not paying you enough here, man. They not paying you enough. They paying you peanuts. You want to deal with that? Man, listen, man, there's teams out there that's gonna pay you $10 million, $15 million. Hey, you can retire after that, big dog. Man,
let me just say this though, Darius. There's 2 teams that I know if Mike McCarthy go to, they're gonna be a plus 500 team. Okay. 2 teams, I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. 3, possible 3, if Cards do some crazy stuff and they get rid of that coach. If Mike McCarthy goes to the Chicago Bears, they'll win more than 8 games next year. If
I can actually see that.
You can see that, right? And if he goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars, they'll win more than 8 games. Yeah, those are the 2 teams that I know for sure. And a possible, of course, the Cards. I don't know if they're going to get rid of their coach over there. I think he's still trying to install their program. But those are the 2 teams I know for sure. If he goes there, I think that Trevor Lawrence, he would benefit tremendously. They got outside weapons. They still have run game with their particular running back there. All they have to do is just make sure they solidify their defense there, of course. But I think that they will be able to figure out ways to win more than 8 games. And then Chicago, they have, 3rd or last place schedule there. If he goes there with Caleb Williams and the outside weapons that they got, I think that they will be able to win games.
Hey, Chicago. He look like a bird. He fit the build up for Chicago type of person. He's a big burly guy. He looked like a grizzly bear kind of when he gets the beard. He fit. He gonna have man. Hey, man, I like my boy Caleb Williams. Man, I don't whatever. So look, he fits. Chicago, Jacksonville. Look, man.
Yeah, he fit Chicago, man. The shy, and then he knows that conference. Somebody asked in the chat, I think Chris Blunt said, what about Cleveland? I think that Cleveland will always be Siberia until they change out those uniforms. I think they hexed over there. I just don't ever see Cleveland doing anything because Cleveland might change in the future when they get a dome and all of this other stuff, bro. The other team that I believe people are saying is don't sleep on the Patriots. Mike McCarthy and the Patriots, I don't think that will be a situation. I don't think he'll go there.
Man, yeah, so I'm telling you, man, hey, there it is. There it is, Mike McCarthy. Hey, man, this is a phenomenal head coach, man. He won the Super Bowl. He got a Super
Look at that
Bowl.
sarcasm, boy. Who do you want? Who do you want as your coach, though, bro? Before I let you go.
Man, I got a hell of a list, man. Stop playing with me.
Come on with it, man. Hey, don't give me no bland list either, man. Give me some new stuff so I can do my research and all of that good stuff. Who you got, Darius? Who you got?
I really done already told you the list that I had originally.
Right.
But some of my guys already been took, like Bill Belichick. They already took my dude Bill Belichick. But like I said, I will definitely be open to, like I said, Joe Brady.
Okay.
Ben Johnson. And I even take a look at Clint Kubiak. Those are my guys. I don't give a damn about the resumes. Kyle Shanahan didn't have a resume. Sean McVay, he got hired as a head coach when he was 30 years old, fam. He didn't have a resume. Doug Peterson didn't have a resume until he won the damn Super Bowl. Then he ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Forget the resume. Go by what his mentality, the mindset. Dan Campbell didn't have a resume. Come on, what we talking about? F the resume. Look at the man. What does he bring to the table? That's what you got to focus on.
Hey, my guy D'Angelo Brown says, what about Mike McCarthy going back to the Jets? Going to the Jets and reuniting with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. That would be the craziest stuff ever. But, man, hey, all of these jobs opening, and if Mike McCarthy, he's a free agent, I'm seeing the play now on the stalledness by these people commenting in the chat, man. Appreciate you, Darius. Thank you so much for calling in, fam. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yeah. The Chargers are beating the Patriots bad. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, we missed the boat on that Harbaugh, man. And y'all got to understand, that's his first year there. And the installments woo! I just see the score, 40-7. Ooh wee! I should have been watching that game. I like the way Harbaugh coached, man. I like the way he coached. Herb is 26 for 38, 281 yards, three touchdowns. And the piece that we missed the boat on was that J.K. Dobbins when he was a free agent this offseason. 19 carries for 76 yards. It's just the way. And then Ladd, he's a rookie. Ladd, I want y'all to look up that tape on Ladd, man. He's been balling this year. 8 receptions for 94 yards, man. This team, man, if I had an AFC team, it would be the Chargers. Even though they're 9-6, they're finna be 10-6 first year there. When you look at the game, I'm looking at what he's doing far as establishing the culture, establishing the grit, establishing some pieces, man. The Chargers gonna be something to deal with. Now they in a dogfight with their conference and their division or what have you, but you're gonna have to be real tough and gritty. But I would say give Harbaugh 3 years. This year, if he can win a playoff game, it'll be a plus. But next season for sure, head's gonna turn and be like, damn, man, that program there. And on the 3rd year, shoot, come on with it. They're gonna be really nice, man, with it. But Al Harris, this is for my guy T. Berry as the head coach. My only thing is, I don't want Al Harris to be just like what that coach is over there in Patriots land. People are already whispering that they're gonna get rid of that coach, right? After one year. I don't want Al Harris to be like, what's the coach that used to coach for the Colts? Damn, his name is the tip of my tongue. I don't want him to be like that. And I don't think the Colts made it back since then. What's that coach name? They only gave him a spoon try. You know what I'm saying? I want Al Harris, if he's going to be a coach, I want him to have a true and real opportunity, not none of those false opportunities. What's that damn coach for the Colts back in the days? They got rid of him. And he only, I forgot his name, tip of my tongue. But neither here nor there. I got Pastor Tim that's next. Not Jeff Saturday. I'm trying not to say it, but he was a brother. He was a brother coach. Man, what was his name, man? He was there full on a spoonful of game. They was like, well, we're going to get rid of you. And then Colts haven't found the good opportunity since they got rid of him. What's his name, y'all? They didn't give that man a good chance or a good try at it, So I don't want that to happen to Al Harris. I want somebody to give the guy a real tangible opportunity. Not Tony Dungy, the other brother. I forgot his name. The Colts, Caldwell. What's his name, Jim Caldwell? But, Caldwell was fired with them, and they only gave that man a few times, man, and he was dipped up out of here. But from the 469, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, Pastor Tim.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah.
What's up with you? Man, right now, man, I'm telling you, man, I see a future. I see something good is coming, especially for next year.
Yeah.
I see we are reaching the final edge, brother. We are making so many changes. The changes is coming. You got to hold on, though. Just hold on. Change is coming. When you just hold on, that change it's going to happen. But you got to be patient because this is a work in progress. Everything we working on, the offense, the defense, we working on it. You know what I'm saying? So things got to be worked on. You know what I'm saying? So to get to the top, you have to learn to face it and say, you know what, we're going to reach that top. But we had to learn to keep this team together and keep it strong and keep fighting.
Yeah.
You know, don't give up. You know, and keep hope alive.
Yeah.
Because hope is already here. So the change is coming. So do not give up on the Cowboys. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't give up. And the other coach, I think, is for the Cards, man. They didn't give him a whole chance. I think his name was Steve Wilkes or something like that. But, hey, you said keep hope alive, Pastor Tim. Yeah, I hope that they can keep hope alive and all of those things, man. And I appreciate you for calling in. Anything else you got for the show?
Man, I pray to God, we bring peace in the nation. Especially on this nation, on this broadcast, I pray for peace and forgiveness, and God bring our brothers, everybody together. No separate, but bring everybody together and be strong and don't give up on each other. Don't no more talk about each other, no more disrespecting each other. Love each other.
No doubt, man. Change is coming, man, and love is a real good thing to do, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. So I got the 216 and B Birds. At the end of the day, behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. So I got the 216. You're live on the nation, brought to you by the Underdog, man. Underdog Fantasy, man. Talk to me, man. You're live. Talk to me.
What up, Lord? This is Max Millie.
Max, man, let me save you, lock you in, bro. What you got for me while I'm doing that, man? What you got?
Hey, and I appreciate you allowing me to have a voice on the best, nothing but the best podcast in the world. This is this Law Nation, man. Thank you. But I come to bring smoke. I know last caller talk about peace. I'm coming to bring some smoke.
You come with fire and brimstone. I take it all, man. Give it to us. Give it to us.
Hey, listen. The last caller said, don't look at the resume. He said, don't look at, look at what it is that you want in your head coach. Okay, sit back and think. Okay, I want a leader, a man. Okay, I want somebody that's going to have these guys disciplined and not have so many penalties. Okay. He said something about Pete Carroll. Why would you want to go from the clapper to the gum clapper? I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go back to we just went from the clapper to we want to go to the gum clapper. And then on top of that, he want to pass the ball on the 2-yard line instead of handing the ball off. So he's actually counterproductive to what it is that y'all are saying. He likes to run the ball, but in the crucial time of the moment, he don't do that. He passes the ball.
Are you talking about in that Super Bowl where they should have got the ball or gave the ball to Marshawn Lynch? I think that to be fair to that, I think that the Illuminati meeting had to assemble, and they didn't want Marshawn Lynch to knock that thing in there, because he was literally acting like an ass the entire media row. You remember, he said, I'm just here so I won't get fined. He was talking all of that Brody stuff, and somebody, they tried to put him in check, man. Somebody above Pete Carroll said, you better not run that ball in there. Yeah.
No. Okay.
But because historically speaking, Pete Carroll been that run first guy, right? And if you look at the teams that he assembled and coached, they always been ultra competitive, and they always compete on so many things. And I think that Jason Garrett is literally about 4 or 5 steps away from Pete Carroll, and 10 steps away from Pete Carroll, and Mike McCarthy is about 5 steps away from Pete Carroll, if I can say that, But I get with what you're saying though. Pete Carroll do tend to be a little wild with his ways. But go ahead.
Okay, all right, my guy. All right, so check this out, man. I got the perfect guy. He's a good He's a good scout of talent. You say you like the Pete Carrolls, you like the Jim Harbaughs. You
Harbaugh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You like the Harbaugh kinds of coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick Saban, dog. Nick Saban. Close your eyes and just think about it, bro. I mean, he's a Tom Landry. He loves the Tom Landry. He knows how to coach players. He knows how to identify talent. And guess what? Trey Diggs is on the team. And guess who made him a corner? Nick Saban. He's defensive minded, and he came from a Bill Belichickian tree. He's just sitting on the sidelines. He's talked about Dak before. When Dak had to play Alabama, you should hear all the good stuff he had to say about the man. He knows how to coach people. He was the least penalized coach in college football. His team was the least penalized in the league.
But you know what's gonna happen though, bro? And I love the wishful thinking, Max. But the first time that Jerry Jones tried to offer Nick Saban that $4.5 million, this nigga Saban opened up that check. Niggas ain't gonna take no $4 million, coach. Yeah. That's how much them boosters was giving him a month. You know, Saban is a real good guy, standing at 5'6.5". You know what I'm saying? But it would be a good situation. But Jerry's not gonna pay him what he's looking for and what he's desiring. You know, Nick Saban would be better going back to Alabama and being a consultant or just living off the fat of the land there. I just don't think. And granted, Nick Saban also was the guy that gave Jason Garrett life. Remember, you know, when he was down there in Miami for the Dolphins, he gave Jason Garrett that opportunity. So I don't know, man. This would have to be a situation and scenario that the Cowboys may do a retread from within, like a.
I know. Okay, one more.
Yeah.
I got one more.
What you got?
Okay, all right. I'm hearing that the Raiders, Antonio Pierce, they're not bringing him back. What would you think about Antonio Pierce?
Hell no. You know, no. Hey, he played for the Giants, you know, the Cowboys, and I don't think that he's really in love with the Cowboys that way. And on top of that, it's one. Me and you gonna have to have a conversation off air, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, you know, if you ever in Dallas area, bro, and we have a few drinks, man, we'll talk about that too, though.
But you know. No, you can't make that argument, bro. Jerry Jones went and got the cheese head and Mike McCarthy. He went and got the cheese.
But not a former player.
Like, no, I don't want to hear that.
So you thinking How can Jerry Jones sell the ideology of bringing in a coach that's below 500? What's the Raiders record is right now? They won 3 games. They won 3 games. Huh?
He ain't got no talent over there.
Bull sugar. They had Max Crosby at one point. They had wasn't he there as an interim when they had Carr and Devontae Adams? Was he an interim there then?
Yeah.
How can you sell? Put on this. How can you sell Antonio Pierce to the Happy Hill Farms? How can you sell him to the yacht parties that Jerry liked to do, and being able to put a muffler on his mouth when we out there in Oxnard? How can you sell that? You Jerry Jones, how can you sell Antonio Pierce to the nation?
I said you could sell Nick Saban.
You can sell Nick Saban to the people, but Nick Saban is going to open up that check that Jerry trying to write for $4 million, and that ain't going to subside with him. So how can you sell?
I don't think so. I think since Bill Belichick went back to college, he trying to make a statement saying, "Oh, I'm the best coach ever," and trying to chase a few more rings of championships in college just to make his legacy known as he gonna be the best coach. I think we should give Nick Saban or somebody a shot. You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh got another shot. Look what he doing with the Chargers. Look what he doing.
I mean,
look what he doing.
Yeah. But those are 2 different worlds. You know, Harbaugh, what he did with the Chargers, and then Saban of what he was doing with Alabama for all of those years, man. And you just got to know, bro, $4 million is dog water for Nick Saban. And you got to understand, Jerry is not finna open up that pocketbook, man. Nick Saban right now can walk down the streets of Alabama and get $5 or $6 million, man. For real. Real talk, just by going to people's houses, But appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man, for calling in, Max. Appreciate you. Yeah. It's got to be a Cowboys criteria. Jerry got to sell to the nation on what will be the next coach and how will they be able to be better than Mike McCarthy. On top of that, he got to sell to the boosters. He got to sell to Ford. He got to sell to all of these folks, the people. They're secretly putting the money in Jerry Jones' pockets, all of the sponsors. He got to sell. The reason why. Y'all fail to realize that's the only reason Bill Parcells was here, because they had to sell the ideal that they bringing in a coach they're going to have a cachet to win us some games and to do a whole bunch of other stuff that can take photo ops and they can bring trust and promise and truth to the nation. Antonio Pierce is not going to do that. There's people right now that say, hey, man, look, just give me Mike McCarthy back, if that's the case. But, I'm going to have my guy B. Bird on to bring in some more validity to all of this. And what's on your mind, B. Bird, from the 409? What you got for me?
Hey, what's up? How you doing today, brother?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
So the previous caller, I don't think Saban is a bad idea, to be totally honest with you. Remember, I'm a culture changing person. That's the kind of coach I would like, one that can change a culture. And to counter what you said about the $4 million, Mike McCarthy's not even going to sign for that again. So whatever the next coach come in, it's going to be for more than $4.5 million or whatever Mike McCarthy's making. He's the lowest paid coach in the NFL right now, and if Mike has any kind of, I don't want to say balls. Yeah. He wouldn't stand on signing another contract and stitch it for 4.5. That's embarrassing, man. So I do like the idea of Saban, to be honest.
What about Saban's tree? Is the guy from the Longhorns? What's his name? Is he part of Saban's tree? Shark?
Yeah, he is. Well,
and he's a little bit younger.
He revitalized his career after he went through some Sarkisian, after he went through some things. So he went. I think he had some drinking issues and stuff like that, and so he went down and rehabbed in Alabama, like a lot of these coaches have done, and then he came back out, and then now he eventually made it over to Texas. So, so he has coached up under Nick Saban.
That would be I would start looking under the trees of like Sabans and the Belichickians and all of this stuff. Like my guy Big Game James said, what about a Belichickian tree? Because that would probably be the best route to go as far as changing the culture. Somebody that can tap in.
The Belichickian tree has not done well.
Facts.
Away from Bill Belichick. I don't think I've known one of those coaches that went out and got a job. They always end up coming back. And so if you don't get the real thing with Belichick, I don't necessarily like the tree because it just has not, bad fruit, to be totally honest with you.
Okay.
So one of the things you did mention Harbaugh. And I just want to let everybody know that what Harbaugh is an example of what a culture-changing coach can do. One is going to bring toughness. One's going to bring the running game and all those kind of things. Emphasis is on making the least mistakes and stuff of that sort. Bringing them in, what does it do? And you see what has changed. They haven't changed much personnel. They actually lost a lot of their wide receivers, but they're doing better this year. Just a change of culture. So my call today is because I heard and I want to see what your take is, and I'm going to give you what mine was, but I think Jerry said something about Tyler Guyton and got over his skis or, expecting a lot out of Tyler Guyton this year. I said that in the offseason. My thing was when they didn't sign Tyron Smith, I said they kind of mailed the season in. And a lot of people had pushback on it, and they was telling me that. But Tyler Smith was falling off and this, that, and the other. I mean, Tyron Smith was falling off. I said, yeah, man, but the guy made second team Pro Bowl. I mean, you can still bring in Tyler Guyton without, getting rid of Tyron Smith. I say it makes no sense if you're trying to go to the next level. Why would you get rid of a veteran guy like that? And so the analogy I would give you is this, and I'm going to hang up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm getting ready to make me a apple pie, right, and I go get all the ingredients, but then I say, okay, I need apples, so I'm gonna go get some seeds and plant it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I need an apple now to make this pie, and that's what the Cowboys do. They want to go. They got everything. How are we gonna go with a rookie here? That could tank your whole season, man. When you're ready to go, you need to have proven guys pretty much everywhere, especially in those key positions. So when they did that, I was like, this is not a good move. And Tyler Guyton has not played up to the standard this year.
Right.
But that's to be expected, to be totally honest with you. But if you expect that, or if you can anticipate that, then you get a veteran in that position and let this guy come along, and maybe at the end of the year or maybe next year or something like that, go in that position. But I just want him saying that kind of verify some things I thought prior to the year. Yeah. I just wanted you haven't had a take on that, but I wanted to see what you thought about that. And I'm going to get off and listen to you, brother.
No doubt, man. Great call from you, B. Bird. He stretched my mind. He stretched it, because the difference of $4 or $5 million. We didn't want to pay the man $4 or $5 million. And granted, old man Tyron Smith, and grade however you want to grade. I pulled up PFF, and he's ranked 30th out of 135 other left tackles in the league, and your boys rank 111th. You go from a 73.7 grade to a 49. Not the Niners, but the 49 grade. Pass block for Tyler Guyton is a 59. Run block is 52. Granted, he is a rookie, right? And then when you look at Tyron Smith, you go 72 to 72, and he respectfully, there's a long tooth there. And Tyron played 595 or 592 snaps. He had 6 penalties, which, still a lot, but, for a veteran. And he had 5 sacks allowed, which is a lot, for a veteran. The same for Tyler Guyton. He allowed 16 penalties, which is crazy. Out of 135 tackles, he's ranked 132, meaning that there's only a few other guys that had more penalties than him. And let me look at the pressure and hits. I didn't think to look at this. 24 pressures allowed, 6 hits, and 16 penalties. 4 pressures, 22 pressures, still a lot of pressures, 4 hits. So the drop-off is the penalties with Tyron versus Tyler. And it could be crazy to me comparing a Hall of Famer to a rookie, right? But it's a difference of $4 or $5 million. Literally, we had enough money because we sitting on $20 to $22 million available. We didn't use all of the money. We can talk about earmarking money for the future. But technically, if we were to utilize the monies that we should have used, we still could have got Derrick Henry, plus could have kept Tyron Smith. Not saying that the season would have panned out greatly, but I think that we would have been better situation. I do like what B. Bird said about the Nick Sabans and all of that, the culture changing to bring that up. But I don't think that the $4 million or the $5 million. I think that even Mike McCarthy is saying, hey, if I'm going to deal with all of this heat in the kitchen, you got to at least pay me $10 million, right? And Jerry Jones saying, I'm not going to have this conversation, It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Guyton is a whole big boot, yeah. So it's gonna be a minute, man, before we can really digest into this. I got 2 other callers. I got $100,000, and I got the 815 Brandon Ross. But first was in the plan with the 201 $100,000. What's good with you, man? Talk to me.
Hey, man, if we could get number 0 in the draft, man,
woo!
Turn out.
That boy was rolling, wasn't it? Yo.
We get that man in the draft, man. Look, man, so
We're going to the Super Bowl.
Turn our offense around. I'm talking what?
Put me back there, Chew. Put me in running back at 40. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I thought I put a little laughter, man. I think a lot of people gravitating to those videos. I'm gonna do more Madden videos. Talk about it. You know? We winning the Super Bowl. I'm gonna do a simulation. Yeah, simulations, man. Hell yeah.
Everybody gonna be like, "Who's number 0? Oh, what school he went to?" La la man. So you had to put that in there because everybody in Jack gonna be like, "What?"
He went to Jack State. Yeah. Yo. Hell yeah, man. Jeez, come on with
it. Look, man. All them coaches sound great, man, and you know the names. It's the names, and it's all wonderful. But what y'all gonna say when the Cowboys start the cowboying with the coach? Y'all gonna say the coach ain't doing this, and when he was in Seattle, he was better. Y'all not bringing that into an account, man, and that's where y'all go wrong with me. I don't care who's the coach here. We all know the game plan that they're gonna follow, man, and then y'all gonna start to blame the players.
So what you trying to say? 100, damn if you do, damn if you don't, you know.
Facts. I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry gonna get us a name. If he can't get us the name, he gonna get a young. Everybody, somebody, you know, Harris. Didn't Jerry Jones bring Jason Garrett in here? He ain't had no resume. He ain't have nothing. He was the perfect puppet.
Well, Jerry, but how he was able to sell it? This is Jerry. He sold it. He sold Jason Garrett to the people by Sean Payton or what he was doing over there in Saints Land. Remember, it was a sales job. He was selling it. You know, he was like, "Hey, I let the last young coach go. And he's doing a phenomenal work. I kept the older guy, so I'm not finna have that to happen." Jason Garrett was on his way to Baltimore to be the coach there to interview. Look, butterfly effect, man. If we can go back in time and change it, and have Jason Garrett to go to Baltimore, then some crazy, strange way we get Harbaugh here, baby. We probably had 3 or 4 Super Bowls in that.
No. Harbaugh wouldn't be hardballing over here, Lord. You know this information. That's why I'm mad at these. That's why I can't stand all these guys who come on here talking about I want this coach and that coach and this coach and that coach. They're not going to coach how they want to coach over here. Lord, you know this already, bro. That's why I don't care who the coach is. As long as the Joneses keep doing what they doing, it's going to be the same thing. They want the puppet. I wouldn't be surprised if Harris.
So this is what the only way this can happen if this right here, if Jerry Jones see the dirt. That's the only way, because that's what you're telling me right now.
And Stephen Jones stepped back.
Stephen Jones, I think
Stephen Jones stepped back too. Stephen Jones steps back and allow the coaches to coach, man. That's the problem.
From what John Machota said to us, is that he truly believed if in a situation, in scenario, not saying that would happen, but he ultimately believed, because he's been with the Star, he write a lot of articles, he's right there watching every practice, watching every move, he get a chance to talk to Stephen Jones. He's in the building. So what he said, basically, I'm paraphrasing, that if Jerry Jones somehow see the dirt, right? Taste the dirt or be under the dirt, however y'all want to talk about it on that particular side of it. He ultimately believed that Stephen Jones don't have the time or the wits to be the general manager plus the COO and all of that stuff.
See?
Yeah.
So there we
go. So
there
that'll be, and then it'll force them to go get a real general manager. So even though Stephen Jones is the guy behind the gun,
we all know that's gonna be Will McClay's job. Lord, we already if Will McClay is still here, his contract is up.
They said that the Jets are really eyeing Willie McClay.
See?
Yeah.
So see what I'm saying? So guys, you don't understand how this is gonna go. Will McClay about to be up out of here if he get that bag.
I don't blame Will though. You know, shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. So now that's a setback now, because you think Will ain't gonna bring his whole staff with him. Everybody going with him, scouts and all. So come on, man. You got to understand that's going to shake the building up tremendously. I mean, come on now.
The only way Will McClay stays if his son go to TCU or SMU, or I think I don't know if he got that offer to Texas, but he's only here because of his son.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Yeah. I need to get him in the SMU.
Contract is up.
Yeah.
So people, you can't you can't see everybody. Man, we get the right coach in here, and it's gonna go. It ain't the coach. It ain't the quarterback. It's the building. It's the building. And it ain't just Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. They make decisions as a collective. Yeah. See, y'all just be talking, just be running your mouth. Y'all gotta listen and do research and look. If Stephen Jones, if Will McClay is going, that's a part of that collective that is gone. So now you just got Jerry, which is come on now, and you just got Stephen, which is come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so okay. Even if they bring in those coaches that y'all named, they want power. Everybody talk about Bill Belichick. Do you understand? All his guys is over there. He picked all his guys. His son is coaching after. That's too much power. And ain't nobody going pick somebody and say, okay, you can be the coach and take my job too. By the way,
facts. Boy, you right on the money with it, man.
And it's more than him that just want that power. All the coaches y'all name, they want that same power, or they ain't coming. And you know Jerry and Steven ain't giving up that power. They're not.
They're definitely not.
So they're going to get a coach that don't want to take the power. And then not only is it just personnel power, people, then you just hear they in the meet. Come on, man. Listen, anybody else watch Squid Game? Y'all watch Squid Game?
Yeah, watch Squid Game.
Y'all watch Squid Game. I don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know when they did the first vote, right? And the people got killed, right? And then they still wanted to vote to play the games. And the guy was like, why y'all voting to play the games? We got a little bit of money now. Take the money and let's go home. Y'all keep playing these games, y'all gonna die. Y'all not gonna see the money. And they still voted to play the games because they was so full of greed.
Greed, man. Hey, Mr. Beast got a game and show on Prime. I watch it. You know, he said that right now, if you end the game right now, you can walk off with $1 million or something like that. And it had 1,000 people. Guess how many people walked off with that money? You know what I'm saying? Because they had to split them. They had to split it. It ended up being everybody got like $5,000, man. Everybody was greedy. They're like shit.
Everybody stayed in that game. And I guarantee you, ain't nobody come up with that money. But the reason why I'm saying this and that is because the Joneses, man, they're not. In order for you to coach here, you gotta fall in line with what they want you to do as far as the play calling and all that too. And all y'all say, man, just get in there, man, and then just do the opposite. You won't be a coach again.
Yeah.
You won't be a coach again. And anybody said Mike McCarthy have cojones and coach for another team. And if they the only person that's going to hire him, come on, Law. Then when they in the league, they know.
But at the end of the day,
nobody else gonna hire him. In order for him to stay in the league, yeah, man, me just march down this road and do what the Joneses want me to do. Because and that's
you
what happened.
you got a point. You got a point, man. I can't even fight back because now I'm realizing that when Bill Belichick walked off from not Bill Belichick, but Bill Parcells walked off from Jerry, I don't think he ever coached again.
Thank you. You know, don't be. You know, Jerry got that power.
That boy. So
You know Jerry got that power. Come on,
man, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, big dog. Yeah.
It's deeper than just bring this coach in and he gonna bring his philosophy and do what he want to do. It don't work like that over here, man. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt, man. You have a good one, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's 100 grand with the plan. Next we have on the table here, ready to say, hey, this is what we need to do, is from the 815, Brandon Ross. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Underdog. What you got, fam?
Now, 100 grand basically went against what you said yesterday, because that's basically what I was saying yesterday. That's why I don't understand. I didn't think, maybe, Law, I don't know what's your thing with Mike McCarthy, but I think he the coach you would want for this organization, especially knowing that Jerry Jones ain't giving up no power. Mike McCarthy has navigated all these waters. He's proven even with marginal talent he can win. Is he
a great head coach, yes or no? I should have asked 100 but is he a great coach, yes or no?
I'm going to answer this question, and I need to be able to elaborate. Yes, he's a great coach, because this is what Law would tell me. Law would tell me Sean Payton is a great coach. Sean Payton won the same one Super Bowl long and away on a rainy day, and he had Drew Brees at least 5, 6, 7 years after the fact and did nothing. So if he not your flavor, just say he not your flavor. Don't say he not a great coach. That makes no sense. He has a Super Bowl. The man wins when you don't have your $60 million man. What else? Okay, you want the team not to make more penalties. Have penalties. We had that under Jason Garrett. Maybe you want a guy that's more of a leader that's gonna let his just let him hang. It's got to be a flavor thing, Law, because you cannot in good conscience tell me what I'm saying don't make no sense. You would say
what's my take on Mike McCarthy? What I've been saying on Mike McCarthy?
Basically, he a beta. I guess he don't go to the front office and be like, hey, spend that $22 million. Who name me the guy that's gonna tell Jerry Jones to do that and he gonna do it? So
my take on Mike McCarthy is just those things that I wanted him to be able to adhere to these penalties, right? I wanted him to be able to move around and bang the table on the things that he want. Now, granted, you and 100 grand, y'all have a marvelous point, even to a degree. Shay Sharp on what I said, what I played earlier, all have a brilliant point that the issue is the front office, Jerry and Steven, right? They still putting the raisins on the potato salad and saying, hey, this tastes great. So what I'm trying to say is we probably have to figure out a way, and it could be a far stretch, of us finding that one coach that can come in here and say, take them damn raisins off the potato salad and let me get in on this. But they going to have to do just like anything, what Mike McCarthy say all the time. They also gonna have to lie on a interview and say, yes, I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z things, and then when they get in here and start coaching, they're gonna have to do another. That's the only way. And that's what Mike did. Didn't he? Didn't he lie to get his job here?
He absolutely lied to get the job.
Yeah. And said, I like Kellen Moore. I think that he's brilliant. And Kellen don't do nothing dealing with West Coast offense, right? So, to a degree, to a degree, Mike McCarthy had to lie to get his job.
And Law, I can also blame you and all you Dak fans for the reason Mike McCarthy is the play caller. Y'all said it was Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore don't call enough run plays. He don't know what he doing. He suck at his job. And by golly, gee whiz, that y'all favorite quarterback was in the MVP conversation. He wasn't doing that under Jason Garrett. Now would Law Nation want the people to believe? Get a third coach in here who can make believe in the fantasy world, yell at Jerry Jones to do something, and in the fantasy world, Jerry Jones gonna be like, I agree. Then a couple callers said, why not Nick Saban? I think you agree with, but you said that's a fantasy world. So, Law, at some point, Law, you gonna say this. How many head coaches we gonna need to go through the same mistakes with the same guy? At some point, y'all gonna get on that boat.
So let me ask you this then.
Go ahead.
Dak Prescott is office furniture. You can't get rid of him. He's going to be here for the foreseeable future for 2028, 2029 at least, and his contract spill over to the year of 2032. So you will have to get a coach that looks at Dak Prescott and say, yeah, those are things that I can work with. I can utilize and use Dak Prescott's skill set. And hold on. What I'm saying is that basically, yes, Mike McCarthy did have Dak Prescott in the MVP run. But guess how that all occurred? It wasn't happening week 1. It wasn't happening week 2. It wasn't happening week 3 or week 4. It took damn near week 6 after the damn game versus the 49ers. Whereas look, it's been documented. It's been documented that Dak Prescott had to freestyle some stuff. So you mean to tell me? Wait a minute. It's been documented. All right. Wait a minute. Last year, when did the offense open up? When did the offense open up? When did the offensive open up? Was it week 1, week 2? Yeah.
We beat the Giants 40-0, didn't it?
Yeah. Man, you could have put me. You could put me at quarterback out to beat the Giants 40-0. Daniel Jones pick 6 here, pick 6 there. They had blocked the damn punt and ran it all the way back. You remember that with a field goal from Igbenogamy and all of those boys, right? The defense was on point for the first 2 weeks, to the point and to the degree that this team was going to be Dan Quinn's team until week 6, right or wrong?
Lord, I don't disagree with you. But you trying that's a straw man's argument, as you like to say.
Yeah.
Regardless of when the offense opened up, Dak Prescott was in the MVP conversation. I don't know what Law, you my dog. I don't know what you talking about. All I know is everything you asked for, Mike McCarthy has done. No. I wanted Mike McCarthy to be a more balanced machine. You know, he's doing it now. He's doing it now with the run to pass ratio. I do like that aspect of it. But here's my thoughts with Mike McCarthy. Did I say that Mike McCarthy is a good coach? Yes. But here's the things that I said that also are his flaws. He's an undisciplined coach, and he don't walk around like he owns the room. He just don't, and he's not willing to. He when his back is against the wall, I said you'll learn everything about Mike McCarthy. If Mike McCarthy really had the gonads like he's supposed to have, he would have said, I'm not playing on a lame duck season. You're gonna have to give me. You're gonna have to trust me to give me at least a 3 to 4 year contract. But they allowed this man to go into a soft rebuild. It's out of Jerry Jones' mouth that they doing a soft rebuild, and you gonna fire me for this? You mean to tell me I have to make Jalen Brooks work? You mean to tell me that I have to make that this guy that was drafted in the 5th or the 6th round, Carson's, to work? I think that a real head coach, somebody that can move some weight around, would have been banging on the table and say, give me some resources. Give me more than just 2 rookies as an offensive lineman to make this thing work. I think that Mike McCarthy should have been more boisterous on the players, but he himself was docile and laid down and said, stick it wherever you want. Beta! Yeah. You want the top bunk or the bottom bunk? Whatever bunk you want. You know, Mike McCarthy didn't move around and have no weight. No weight. He didn't want Zeke. And guess what? Zeke, 1 week is Zeke, next week is not Zeke. So I think that falls on Mike McCarthy. I said I don't want that no more as a head coach, identifying as my favorite team in the National Football League, leading of America's team, being so docile. We need a coach that can walk in there and say, hey, regardless of the situation, you got my head on the blocks, you finna chop it off, but I'm gonna go down fighting it my way. That's what we were looking for. That's why a lot of people turned on Mike McCarthy, right or wrong. Law, see, this is what I'm saying. It's a you don't your preference isn't Mike McCarthy. Just say that. You could you finding every reason but football to be like, oh, I don't like Mike McCarthy.
No, man, that's every bit of a reason, man.
Law,
Look.
again, Law. There is no coach, no person that walks this earth that's gonna tell Jerry Jones what to do. You know that, I know that. And so
Bill Parcells did. Jimmy Johnson did. You know.
Bill Parcells did, and we got T.O. and 38 touchdowns later. Y'all still think that was Bill Parcells still think that was a bad move. I don't care what Bill Parcells.
Oh man, you must be out your goddamn mind.
Now, how many touchdowns? That was that not a good decision. Bill Parcells didn't like that move, but 38 touchdowns later in 3 years, that was a great move.
Two things can be true, you know. And at the same time, when we got Terrell Owens, he was 32, you know. So it was like, okay, yeah, you got you a playmaker ultimately, and Bill Parcells never even called him T.O., he called him the player. But it was one of those things, whereas give me a person that will be willing to stand on their own two versus someone that can be willing to lay down. I respect Bill Parcells tremendously by him walking away from a situation instead of trying to force it. And guess what? The only thing that hurt is the Cowboys. I will go to my grave. I'll go to my grave saying this. If Bill Parcells was here, the extent of time that Jason Garrett was here, there would have been at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls in it.
I still remember. Look, I know y'all for some reason love Bill Parcells. We weren't doing that great.
Come on, man.
Hold on. We was 5-11 3 years straight, and then Parcells came and turned the franchise around. Do not deny that, but stop acting like he hasn't did. Jason Garrett did more than what Bill Parcells did. Facts. I'm arguing with whoever else. But at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy doing his job. He got 2 and 5 days looking like a decent quarterback.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Brandon, man, from the A15, man. You have a good day and a better tomorrow, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
I can't believe I allowed this man to say that Jason Garrett did a better job than Bill Parcells, man. Look, man. You know, I'm perplexed over here. Don't y'all know who Quincy Carter? Shout out to Quincy Carter. We went 10-6 with Quincy Carter. If it wasn't for the bounce of the ball, we probably would have beat the Carolina Panthers that year, you know. And I think Carolina went all the way to the Super Bowl that year after we lost to them in the postseason. But I would say this. If Bill Parcells was here the extent of time that Jason Garrett was here, we would at least had 2 or 3 Super Bowls in there, man. You know, we'd at least had 2 or 3, man. Man, boy, oh boy, man. You know, just I can't even go no further, man. But let the next 2 callers.
The conference has been locked.
From the 757, you're live on the Nation, Mike. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law, man? What up, Law? It's okay, man. Brandon was slick as hell with his damn words, because it's not that you let him say that, it's that he slipped that shit in. He
slid that in, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like saying,
got the fuck off the line.
Hell yeah. Shit. Like somebody said, man, Nia Long wasn't that bad back in the day. She was all right. You're like,
yeah. They just hang up on you.
Yeah, she all right. You know what I'm saying? Halle Berry ain't that bad, man. She all right, man. She wasn't that gorgeous, man. Come on, man. Y'all hyping, man.
Everybody and their mama know. You ain't even got to watch football to know that Bill Parcells will always be a better coach than Jason Garrett. It's not even close.
Not even
How
close.
You think Jason Garrett even learned how to coach? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Where you think he got it from?
Man, where you think Bill Belichick got it from? You know, Bill Parcells.
Exactly. Sean Payton too.
Sean Payton, how you need Sean Payton? Yeah, come on. Hey, a tree is known by the fruit it bears. Now, so when we start shaking Jason Garrett tree, who's gonna fall out of that tree? If we start shaking Mike McCarthy, who's gonna fall out of that tree? A tree is known by the fruit it bears. Come on, man.
Right. And the only person that ain't got nothing from that tree is Jason Garrett. So
yeah, man. And I don't know if we're gonna really say that what's that guy name? What's his name over there in calling plays? Oh, Kellen Moore is really a Jason Garrett trade. Because I don't know, maybe it's a crossbreed between Scott Lanihan and Jason Garrett. But I don't know, man.
Say this,
yeah, go ahead.
I just think he got Saquon Barkley. That's literally all I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's like me coaching Adrian Peterson, or dare I say Randy Moss and Jerry Rice. And yeah, look at me, man, look at me. You know.
Right. If I'm carrying around Saquon Barkley, my chest's gonna be a little bigger. Derrick Henry, my chest's gonna be a little bigger too out there. We call them plays that don't even look right.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? It's like Scott McCurley saying, "Yeah, man, I coach Parsons." You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. You know, I found Parsons.
Parsons said, "Nah, y'all found me like this."
It was me, baby.
Exactly. Hell no. But I just want to say a few words about Mike McCarthy, man. That's my guy, man.
I know that's your guy.
Go nowhere. I really don't want Dak to go nowhere. I want them to force Dak to restructure that goddamn contract probably within like 2 years. And we need to get just like they just did Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson can do it, your ass can do it. Not this motherfucker. And you need to put players around you. Now that you said and you got caught on the sideline saying that we fucking suck, you know what I'm saying? Emphasis on the fucking suck part. Now you know you need players. So restructure that contract. Let's get some players up in here. Go Cowboys. I love my team,
Mike, do you really see that when you look at the contract of it being 2032 for Dak Prescott, it was already pre-built in for him to restructure it, you know. So I think that they're going to restructure. They're going to restructure. You know, you can shove a lot of money around. I wish they could do car notes and house notes like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you get voidable years on the contract and shoot, you know, and you shove money around.
What they try to tell you? What they try to call you and say you could refinance. That's what they want you to refinance.
Shoot.
I guess there's something like that, right?
But no, it's different because the NFL expectations of the salary cap goes up. It's like free money, bro. Like people fail to realize that when that Amazon deal hit, it's $111 billion. If people watching me right now, if you don't have stocks in Amazon, if you don't have stocks in Netflix, if you don't have stocks in what's the Elon Musk stock, you out of your cotton picking mind. You know, that's free money, man. S&P. I have money. I got my portfolio diversified like a mug, man. I've been rolling with Amazon for a minute. In Apple. I'm just rolling. I'm just sitting back collecting. So to a degree, the NFL is like that on steroids. They about to increase this salary cap. It's by the time 2032 is expected for the cap to be at $1 billion, you know. So they gonna have ways to spread out the money to hide this and that. So I just wish that all of these numbers were disclosed to the public. You know what I'm saying? So that people won't even talk about it.
Know this much?
Yeah.
Right. Why do we have to know this? Because now it do make certain players look greedy.
Facts. It do. It makes people look crazy greedy.
But let's keep it a stat. He was second in votes for MVP last year.
Right.
You gonna have to fork up some money for Dak Prescott. Like, so that we can't really be mad at. I'm just like, you know.
But let me break this. Let me break this down though. You're a team player. let me just be real. Let me just be real with you, bro. Let me break this down on the money aspect. The NFL is finna be in a big bed with Netflix. Here's what I'm gonna say. Netflix, people fail to realize they double dipped. Want to know how they double dipped, Mike?
How they do that, John?
Not only Netflix is a subscription-based services, right?
Right.
Meaning that you gotta pay to have the subscription, right? That's one end. You got to pay to have the subscription, right? On the other end of the coin, when we watch the game, every commercial, don't you know that they getting paid for those commercials?
I was wondering when I was watching the games. I said they got commercials
on Netflix, so you gotta suffer through watching a commercial. So they double dipped, and we talking about the players and their salary when the Netflix, because this wasn't on TBS or CBS or none of these free networks. So people fail to realize the NFL robbed people blind. Folks blind. So it's crazy, bro. So it wasn't like it was free on Netflix. You had to pay for their subscription, and then they up it like $5. And you got to pay more. And you have your Netflix account on Pookie and Ray house. You got to confirm. You know, is this your house? You know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm Pookie at this point.
Don't tell people you still in Netflix. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So I need for people to stop counting the players' paychecks and start counting these owners, because the NFL, they done robbed everybody blind. Appreciate you for calling in, Mike. You got anything else?
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for taking the call, man. Have a good one, Law.
Yes, indeed, man. Good call from, yeah. Shoot. So you pay for subscription, plus you had to watch the ads. You couldn't skip them ads. Yeah, shoot. They won. They had hand over fist, man. Shoot. Now, who got I got an HBO. So who gonna throw me the Showtime password? I need Showtime. Well, I need Showtime. Man, which one of y'all give me y'all Showtime password? Come on with it for the nation. Hell yeah, man. Shoot, which one of y'all give me y'all Netflix password? Nobody. Yeah. Shoot. All right, I got from the VIP hotline for your mind at 860. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Lord, VIP. Happy holidays. Have a safe New Year, Lord.
Yeah.
Lord, I thought I heard, Lord, Slurp has gone to an all-time low when you disrespect the GOAT. You start, see, this is what I'm talking. These are the premise of what I'm talking about, Lord. So people get on here just to get their issue off, Lord. It makes no sense. You compare, Lord, how could you even say these two people in the same breath? Jason Garrett and Bill Parcells? Lord, slap me if I'm wrong. Out of Bill Parcells' tree, is Bill Belichick part of that tree, Lord? Does he have 7 rings, Lord? Lord, am I lost here, Lord?
Yeah.
Just make it make sense, Lord. Lord, I'm going to be brief today, Lord, because I really, I have love for the nation, Lord. I love what we do. So I'm going to be brief today and say, look, everybody have a safe New Year. I'm praying my boys win this weekend.
Yeah.
But I do know this. We are talking about Mike McCarthy and play calling, Lord. Lord, I'm watching him run the same curls that the previous coach ran. Lord, I watched this man get in the red zone and spread eagle offense, Lord. like you said, Lord, he wants no Vaseline. He just spread eagle for him. Like, yeah, Lord. Now Lord, just sometimes I just want, it's not only Slurp. It's just some of the people, I just need y'all, just make the math add up to me. That's all I'm asking. Shout out to Sadiq. Shout out to the real fans out there, the real Cowboy Nation. My boy Toxic, like the 100. What up, baby? MP, look, MJ. Yo, it's real to us, but some of our nation is delusional, Lord. When we can't even watch the same game and just have some truth on it. Like I'm not bashing Rush.
Right.
Cooper Rush or what who he is as a person, but he's limited as a quarterback. Am I wrong, Lou?
No, you're not wrong with that. You're not wrong with that. You know.
And Mike McCarthy is if I can say limited, that's probably giving home something. But Mike McCarthy as a play caller, as a motivator, he admitted himself. I don't know if he was saying he was shook, his team was shook, but who as a coach admits that? Because that's basically saying I wasn't doing my job because if they wasn't motivated, it is my job as a head coach to motivate them.
Facts.
And you're telling me this is the guy you want to give another 2 years to, Lord. That's who you want to give another 2 years to? Lord.
Man.
I got to see my therapist tomorrow, Lord.
Okay. Hey, man,
There's a lot going on, and we need some love in this world, Lord.
I got to see mine on Tuesdays, man. So, I got an appointment. So, I'm going to see if I can rearrange it to get it on Monday. But, man, I appreciate you for calling in, bro. What else you got for the show?
Well, all I'm going to say, and you see I'm keeping it subtle. See how my mood is gooch right now? I'm smooth, Lord, because this is not the platform for us to get at each other, and we don't move like that. We shouldn't operate like that. So I'm going to apologize, Lord, for disrespecting your platform. That's not how I move about. But I will not tolerate certain things, Lord. I'm not going to go back into
I already know, man. So as you say, I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
Man, and don't push me twice on Sunday. You might get 3 times over. But anyway, Lord, it is all about the boys. Shout out to the real Cowboy Nation. No Slurpee, Lord. Lord, keep that slurp machine popping off when he talking, Lord. When you, Lord, now keep it a stack, Lord. When you hear the Slurpee start slurping, just play the slurp machine for him, Lord. I know it offends him. I know he don't like it, Lord, but make it make sense, Lord. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed. That's a VIP.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, man. And the slurp machine is always on go, man. Come on with it. Yeah. But appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in for this episode. And if you watching this show, right, and you fool around and get displaced with something and you wish that there was a rewind feature, let me tell you something.
There are times in life you wish you had a do-over. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frenkel and Frenkel, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214-817-333s and all of the threes you can dial. Be sure to check out Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, or check out, by the way, FrenkelFirm.com, and you can go and rewind, and have a do-over on everything, because especially they would take great care of you, not advantages of you, like the insurance companies or Diddy. Oops, did I say that out loud? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was a great show, man. Cowboy Nation on the way out. Shout out to you, Matt Batten. Shout out to you, Drake Maddock. Robert, appreciate you for jumping in. Let's make sure that we got everybody's super chats, man. And TC on the drum said he's just chilling. Jay Worthy, appreciate you for the $9.99 for your mind earlier. And Sidney Jones, all offense in this draft / defense in free agency. I'm with that belief too. We talked about this earlier on my show, and we wanted to talk about the fact that bring back CD for what he did for some help. Let me see if I can pull this up on a bigger picture here. And I'm all with that. I'm all the way with that. And I think that the Cowboys for the 2025 season can be even more explosive with offense if they go get more and more players to add to CeeDee Lamb. We saw what he was able to do from the mindset of playing through injuries now. We had a chance to see what he can do from the mindset of catching the difficult balls or what have you. And I don't know why that thing taking forever to upload, but let me see if I can go the other way. Let me go the scenic route. Let's see if we can get with CD doing what he did in these last few games, solidify the fact that we need another wide receiver on the opposite of him. Granted, Brandon Cook's been stepping up in these last few games, but I'm quite sure that John probably can break down whether or not the Cowboys going to find the money and the remuneration to pay Brandon Cooks. But I'm looking at it like, man, if Tet is there, if Luther Burden is there, I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb differently now because I know he can play through injuries. I know he can play through the echoes of the whistle. I know that he can catch the uncatchable or the uncomfortable catches for your quarterback to bail him out. And it took him a while to get to this point because CD is not playing like he was week 2, week 3, week 4 because now he's in his tip-top era of shape now. So I want to marry that up for the 2025 season and all of that positive momentum. I want to take that for next year. Let's go. Let's pair up CeeDee Lamb with another playmaker on. So who's all in favor of pairing up CD with another playmaker? Some people hit me up and say, "Hey, Law, Garrett Wilson, or is it Williams? Wilson, I believe. Wilson or Williams? I forgot this last name. I think it's Wilson, Ohio State, from the Jets. He requesting a trade. Would that be a great offseason move, right? Instead of drafting a wide receiver, you go into this draft, you draft a running back, and then you match that up with Garrett, or still draft a wide receiver. That would be a great situation, all right? I'm trying to get this team back to being explosive, right? What we've seen down the stretch is the fact that this offensive line got better. Right, so I want to see what this offensive line can look like now that they are healthier with an Ashton Jeanty. Or if Ashton Jeanty is not there, Tet, Luther, you can go get Omarion, right? I want us to make sure that we do all right by this team. Look, let's not go beyond the 3rd round and start looking for a running back. I'm thinking that these 2 pivotal spots in the first 3 rounds, offensive player that can be a juggernaut on the wide receiver room or running back. In the first 2 rounds, I want wide receiver or running back or wide receiver. In the 3rd round, I'm looking for either a DB because we need that. Trayvon Diggs may not play for the 2025 season, right? I'm looking for that, right? So that just for me, and I'm just looking for that. I get it. I'm looking for skilled players. No offense to those. No offense to Kevin Banks. No offense to Will Campbell. They may be world beaters, man. But I need somebody that can stretch a field to get me a touchdown. They could be the direct cause. And I'm looking for somebody to hush my brother because he been talking a lot of noise. Let me play it one more time.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, Eagles, fly. Squat in the Cowboys' eyes. Rip they hard outs, watch them die. Oh, fly. Eagles, fly. Yeah.
Y'all know he don't believe that. It's Cowboys Nation all day, even twice on Sunday.
And remember, you're going to lose to the best.
You're listening to nothing but the best.
Come on. They know who the best is, man. They know who the best is. My brother, he give me all type of 3rd and 4th degrees over here. But y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? Out of all of my brethrens, let me know if I'm wrong. I picked the best take. Yeah. We better than the 49ers. We better than the Eagles, And my other brother, he don't watch football like that, so he more of a basketball guy, Yeah. But we better. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat that if I picked the right team. Can y'all imagine Law Nation with the red bang bang gang thing? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all imagine me giving all of those hours to the 49er gang? Can y'all imagine if the Eagles had Law Nation as a content creator? You know. By the way, I still think that I'm probably one of the better Eagles content creators because they all be watching here. You know what I'm saying? They watching now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Eagles fans be knowing me. If I ever go to Philly country, they be like, yeah, that Law Nation, man, he's one of my favorite content creators, you know? Yeah. Come on with it. Come on, man. Y'all have been sick of me, man. But yeah, I'm still one of the Eagles' favorite content creators, you know what I'm saying? You know, they be checking in all the time. If you think I'm lying, yeah, Montisha!
You're looking great. Let's go Birds.
Yeah, get out of my inbox, girl. She was in my inbox. Said, boy, you play me. Boy, you play too much. Oh, Law, I like you, Law. You know, you such a nice guy. You know, girl, get out of my inbox, girl.
It's an evil world we live in.
But neither here nor there. Cowboy Nation, it's Eagles Hate Week. I don't give a dog if they put Matt Batten back at quarterback for the Cowboys, or Sally if they put her as the Cowboys wide receiver, or Posey. I don't give a dog. I still want us to win. And we will win. And we will be victorious. And I can't wait to see those cry, Eagles cry to the land of misery. Boy, that franchise is going to be burning and eating horse droppings when they lose tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Yes, I can't wait for that fall of the Eagles. Yes, indeed. And as long as I got this hat, I got you. You know, I got this hat. I got all type of my voodoo stuff operating. I ain't talking about Joe Boo, but I got all of my voodoo stuff operating. As long as I got this hat, they will never win. Yes, indeed. Just wait. There are accidents waiting to happen. I'm just going to use this hat when it's necessary. Shout out to Philly 500 too, by the way. And Lord Bronson and all of the Eagles content creators. Mama said there'll be days just like this. And if you want a thing bad enough, hey, true story. The Eagles was winning. And I said, you know what? It's time for me to activate the powers of this hat. And I made it touch the skin, and all of a sudden Jalen Hurts just running out of there and not even touched, and the ball said bloop, like it was Tecmo Bowl. Yeah, so I'll forever remember. I told my brother, yeah, I got you. I got the jinx all in full form over here. Come on with it. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe, if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and all that you dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want, Eric Stewart. I see you in the chat with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you Will. Get it. Come on, baby. Come on with it. Yeah. Come on with it. One love. DC for life, not for short. And if I offended anyone, if I really did offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Unless you're an Eagles fan. Yeah. True story, Eric. I touched that hat. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball. Nick Bolton didn't even touch him, and he just. So I'm gonna always hold on to that hat. Yeah, y'all was winning too. Y'all was winning. But roll those credits for your boy. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the grave thinking this too, though. By the way, but so far, I'm winning. Charge it to the game. TC on drum, appreciate you. Jay Worthy, appreciate you. Sidney Jones and them, appreciate y'all. Salute to Frenkel and Frenkel and Underdog. Be sure to check out the information in our description box. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it to the chest. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Oh, snap, did y'all hear this breaking news that just came out, man?
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles.
Emotional, damn it. One more time for the Eagles with a hard fight you did.
Let's go, birds fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl champions.
Oh my gosh, man. Eric, that's you, dog. Eric, man, that's you, man.
Nobody does it better. Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me. No days off. No days off. Calling me, give me my texting me, paging me, asking me. Damn.
What more do you want from me?
Hey, I'm still them boys. I'm still the boy. What is your profession?
Right. I want my flowers while I'm living.
I'm still nobody. I'm still the boy. Does it better.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, so I gave you everything I had.
I'm still them boys.
Like this mother don't miss.
No, he's
that mother don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss. In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Thief! Stop, thief! Come back, thief!
Until next time, DC for life. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Let's get on up out of here.